In sports today, it was a whirlwind of a 72 hours for Cowboy basketball. Find out what happened, who it affects, and what's next for the 2017 season. Next. All season long, speculation ran wild. Will it happen? Will it not? Over the weekend, we finally got our answer, and of course, it's our top story today. The OSU Athletic Department announced it mutually agreed to part ways with Cowboy basketball coach Travis Ford after 8 years on the job. And if you look at the numbers, you had to see it coming. This season, the Pokes finished 12-20, missing the postseason altogether. It was Ford's worst season in Stillwater and the Cowboys' worst since winning just 12 games in 1985. If you look at conference play, the Pokes went 3-15 in Big 12 action, bowing out in the first round of the conference tourney in Kansas City. That conference win total is the Cowboys' worst since, you guessed it, 1985. To put that into perspective, the worst that legendary coach Eddie Sutton ever did in conference was 6 wins, and that was his final season. This leaves a looming question: who is next? Well, after one of the shortest coaching searches I've ever seen, we know the answer. Might I for Stephen F. Austin coach Brad Underwood? Sure, Underwood's only D1 coaching stop is with the Lumberjacks, but how can you not be impressed? In 3 years, he's lost a total of 14 games, and only one of those in conference. Sitting at 89-14, he swept both the regular season and tournament championships in the Southland Conference all 3 years at SFA. That kind of dominance speaks volumes, and obviously, Athletic Director Mike Holder was listening intently. The school is introducing Underwood Wednesday afternoon after announcing his hiring Monday night. And he says, quote, "There's not enough adjectives to describe how excited I am for the opportunity to coach where some of the greatest coaches in the history of college basketball have cut their teeth. OSU has unparalleled tradition, history, and culture. The fan support, the noise, and the home court advantage is what I remember most about Gallagher-Iba Arena, and I couldn't be more excited to be a part of that now," close quote. The search took all of 3 days to complete. While basketball was in a whirlwind, Cowboy wrestling was up in the Big Apple for the NCAA Wrestling Championships. Standout senior Alex Derringer made it 3 straight, beating number 2 Isaac Jordan out of Wisconsin to claim his 3rd national title and 2nd at 165 pounds. Joining the elite club of national champions is sophomore Dean Heil at 141 pounds. Top-ranked Heil edged Wyoming's Bryce Meredith in his final bout. However, going over to the team standings, Penn State had the team title all but locked up after the first day. The Cowboys did come in at 2nd, though, as OSU sent 10 Cowboy grapplers to Madison Square Garden. OSU was one of 4 schools to come away with 2 champions, joining the Nittany Lions, Ohio State, and Cornell. Now, growing up, many of us dream of playing in the NFL. A fortunate few get to see that become a reality. Recently, Oklahoma State held its pro day for NFL scouts before next month's draft. Among the participants was defensive lineman Emmanuel Ogbah. Ogbah is a projected first-round draft pick and posted a 4.63 40 at the Combine in Indianapolis last month. Heading into Pro Day, Ogbah wanted to prove that he's more than a D lineman.
I was trying to show teams I'm not just one-dimensional. I could drop 2, move around the defensive line, I could play linebacker as well.
The first round of the NFL Draft is April 28th in Chicago. Beginning this week, Cowboy baseball's games carry a little bit more weight. Conference play begins as the Pokes hit the road for the better part of 2 weeks. First with a midweek game at Wichita State, and then opening conference play Thursday night at Kansas State on national TV. As for whether the team takes any different approach into this series, Donnie Walton says they're just baseball games.
No, we just keep trying to get better each day, worry about ourselves, not the opponent, and so nothing changes for us. Just keep the right mindset and getting better each day.
The Pokes come back home next Tuesday for a midweek game with Arkansas before heading to Morgantown for a conference series with West Virginia. Cowgirl softball just took a 3-game set at the University of Houston over the weekend. They are at Wichita State Wednesday before hosting Ole Miss in a doubleheader Friday. Plus, the Big 12 Equestrian Championships are here in Stillwater over the weekend.